What's up everyone, I'm Kyle, you're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today we are here at Gulpha Gorge Campground in Hot Springs National Park. Gonna talk about why this is one of our favorite national park campgrounds and let you know all about it, so stay tuned. Welcome back to our channel everyone. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button because we are putting out 5 videos every week about travel, nomadic life, and just life on the road in general. So hit that subscribe button. But today it's all about Gulpha Gorge Campground. And let me start by saying this campground holds a sentimental place in our hearts because this was the very first campground we stayed at whenever we began life on the road. It's about 500 miles away from our hometown in Alabama. It's always a good location for us to stop whenever we shoot out the first day from visiting our family. First and foremost, the nightly rate is 30 bucks. Now, that is steep for what we tend to pay for camping, but every single site at this national park campground is full hookups. That's not very common when you're talking about national park campgrounds, so that is a big plus for us. Also, about a third of the sites here are right along this nice scenic creek. We got one of those sites, and if you can score one of those sites, the 30 bucks is definitely worth it. This campground is also a more mature national park campground, meaning that the privacy trees between the sites are well grown, so we felt like we had a lot of space to ourselves and that other rigs and RVs weren't really invasive on our site. We could sit outside and feel peace and quiet without having to look at other RVs. There is a bathroom on site, no showers though, but being that it's full hookups, it doesn't really matter if you are in an RV because, unlimited water, you got sewer right there at your site. So, the shower thing isn't a big issue. I affect the light that surrounds me. Early in the morning, there's a break in E. Can you feel what's to come? Peel me like an onion, your eyes cry. One of the things I really like about this campground is that the registration right here behind us is all automated by this machine. You can pay cash or credit, but it's just such an easy process, and the payment gets processed immediately. Sometimes whenever we've paid by check in the past, that check isn't cashed for like a month later. So this really makes the process so much easier to register for the campsite, and all sites are first come, first serve. Every site here though is a back-end site. We have seen huge rigs, so I don't think it's a big problem getting a rig in, but once you get the rig in, the vehicle you're either towing it with or towing behind might have to park at an angle in the site because there's not a lot of extra room for a vehicle if you have a very big rig. Now, this campground is extremely dog friendly. You still have to keep your dogs on a leash, but for national parks, having dogs on the trails is unheard of, but here at Hot Springs National Park, you can bring your dog on the trail. I'm on the trail right now. This trail leads into town. I'm a little winded because it is a steep hike in the very beginning, but it's about 1.5 miles, and that'll bring you right to Bathhouse Row. And at Bathhouse Row, you can really dive into the history of what Hot Springs National Park is all about, but you can also get a local flair of the shops down there, the places to eat. It is a very charming 5 blocks of businesses and bathhouses.
summer, I've got a feeling that I'm onto something. Wings growing on my back, and the bliss that I feel when I think back and I check myself in the mirror now. Wrinkles next to my eyes, laughing without a doubt.
With the hike and then walking around town, it's about a total of 4 miles round trip. Once you've done these trails and once you've done the bathhouse thing in the national park, there are still other things to do in the area. There's a big water park, an amusement park. There's also observation towers, multiple hiking trails around the community. There's lakes nearby that also have state parks adjacent to them. So there are a lot of activities to do here, but it is a pretty unique national park in that the national park is more centered around the Bathhouse Row in the history of the bathhouses than nature itself. So if this is the first national park you ever go to, it won't be a great representation of what national parks are. Or if you are familiar with some of the most popular national parks, you might be left a little confused whenever you arrive here because it's just not set up the same. Overall, we do really recommend Gulpha Gorge Campground. The location is ideal, the hike into town is perfect to get exercise and not have to travel by car. And just, it's a unique environment. You know, we really love coming here and exploring Arkansas by way of hot springs. There is another great campsite called Catherine's Landing. That is located probably 4 or 5 miles from here. We stayed there last year. It made one of our top 10 RV parks of last year. But that's gonna be much more of a resort environment. This is like the nature getaway. Even though there are full hookups here, it feels like you're out in nature. But at Catherine's Landing, you're gonna be on a beautiful concrete pad and have a lot of activities nearby. If you want to find out some inside secrets from us or just some more things we like to do around the town, click on the article link that we have below. I'll put it in the description and in the comments section. It's an article about some of our favorite places to go in this town and just a few other things to check out if you're really interested in coming to Hot Springs. So again, I'll leave that link in the description and in the comment section. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Gulpha Gorge if you're ever coming through Arkansas. This is a great place to stop over, whether it's for 2 nights or a week. You can definitely have enough entertainment here for that amount of time. Thank you again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Later on.